Want to know the best energy bars, energy chews, protein bars, and meal replacements? Our food junkies have sampled and survived off of over 50 different varieties in the last 8 years, and recommend 13 favorites. We've scrambled up mountains, sent large alpine routes, run ultras, and spent whole winters backcountry skiing while eating these bars, and a lot of others that didn't make the list. We've also conducted blind texture and taste tests with friends, and assessed them for caloric efficiency and healthy ingredients to make sure others agree with our assessments. Whether you want an easy snack on your work break or need the most palatable quick sugar fixes for training missions or races, we've got some recommendations for you. The first product on our list is Honey Stinger Waffle. When we think of energy bars, we most often conjure up an image of a rectangular cube of dense, chewy food that is not easily identifiable, and a taste that is anything but natural. But it doesn't have to be that way. Enter the Honey Stinger Organic Waffle, our most loved quick snack. Modeled after the Dutch stroopwafel, two thin wafers sandwiching caramel goodness in the middle, these waffles are satisfyingly chewy, but not gooey or sticky, and taste just like, you guessed it, honey waffles. Wafer thin, they are very packable. It is no problem to stack 2 or 3 of them into a pocket. They are also one of the most calorically dense snacks we tested, ensuring that they not only pack a real punch when your energy starts to flag, but also offer great value for the money spent. That's not all. We have to give a shout out to its 100% organic ingredients, showing that it is possible to mass produce affordable organic snacks. The main downside to these tasty treats is that they are too tasty. Indeed, many of our testers reported a slight addiction and found that they had a hard time limiting their snacking to only when it is needed. They are also a bit crumbly, especially if they have been tossed around in a pack for a while. Expect a mess upon opening, which makes them a much better outdoor snack. We love their texture while warm, but have noticed on more than one day of backcountry skiing that these things turn brick hard when the temperatures drop, so consider packing them inside your outer layer. If you want quick-hitting, sweet-tasting energy but don't enjoy bars as they are typically conceived, we highly recommend the Honey Stinger Organic Waffles. The next product on our list is Kind Protein Bar. The most unpleasant stereotype about protein bars usually proves to be true, that their texture is that of raw powder. We find this powdery texture to be mildly off-putting at best, and downright gag-inducing at worst, so we're pleasantly surprised to discover that the Kind Protein Bar is actually a protein bar. There is not a hint of that powdery texture when chewing it, and most of our blind taste testers found its very crunchy, nutty composition aided by a dark chocolate coating on one side. We tested the double dark chocolate nut flavor to be among the very best of all those we tested. This simply shouldn't be the case for a protein bar, but it is. The salty finish does a nice job appealing to more of our palate than just the sugar zone. With 250 calories per serving, it is also one of the most calorically dense bars you can buy and can be bought for almost the same price as a grocery store granola bar, offering fantastic value. The most noticeable downside to these bars is that they are half coated in chocolate, which means they are easily melted in the sun or in a pocket. Melted bars are not only a pain to eat, but the finished wrappers often leave a mess as well. They are also not organic, and the number 1 sweetener listed on the package is glucose syrup, a processed ingredient that is also very high on the glycemic index, despite packaging claims of low glycemic index. Those who want the most protein possible may not be impressed with the only 12 grams per bar, compared to 20 grams in a Cliff Builders bar. But if you like getting your protein mostly from nuts, and the texture of regular protein bars is off-putting, we think you will like the Kind Protein Bars. The next product is Honey Stinger Organic Energy Chews. Energy chews have quickly become one of the most popular ways of ingesting easily digestible carbohydrates in the form of sugars during intense exercise. We tested 4 varieties of chews and found the Honey Stinger Energy Chews to be the best and most enjoyable. They taste great, and reminded more than one person of eating the fruit snacks they loved as a child, except honestly, these are better than fruit snacks. They lack the waxy, Stick to your teeth texture we found ubiquitous in the less loved chews, making them very easy to pop in your mouth and either suck on or swallow without needing a lot of water to chase them down. Online commenters alerted us to the fact that these can be a great quick sugar hit for diabetics, although we didn't test them for these purposes. We once again love that virtually all the ingredients are sourced organically. The downside to eating energy chews is that they are pretty much nothing but sugar, meaning you should not indulge your cravings and treat these like candy. Eat them only during the middle of long, strenuous workouts when normal food or bars may not seem very appetizing, and you need to keep your energy levels high. Since they are straight up sugar, expect a crash, which many athletes will stave off by simply carrying on eating more gummies until they are finished. Athletes who prefer to fuel themselves with fats instead of carbs should avoid these and all gummies. 0 grams fats, 39 grams sugar. The taste and texture of these chews are far preferable to the chemical taste and wax texture of Goo energy chews or Cliff Shot blocks, but on warm days they can get a bit sticky, like honey, which can leave a residue on your fingers after eating. If you are in the market for chews, the Honey Stinger Energy Chews are the first ones we recommend checking out. The next product in our list is Justin's Maple Almond Butter. Nuts have long been a staple component of outdoor nutrition, offering excellent amounts of fats and protein in a low glycemic, slow-burning package that can sustain you all day. Justin's nut butters, which include almond, peanut, and cashew varieties seasoned with options such as honey, maple, vanilla, cinnamon, or plain, come in small, portable packages that can be taken anywhere with ultimate convenience. To consume, one simply kneads the package, rips off the top, and squirts. We like to think of them as healthier versions of energy gels, and commonly just squirt them straight into our mouths while out on long trail runs or backcountry ski missions. They also add fantastic portability for long adventures like backpacking, because you can bring just the amount of packets you need, rather than a whole large and heavy jar of peanut or almond butter. After significant amounts of kneading, the texture is creamy and smooth, and easily palatable, and seems to us easier to swallow than if we were eating peanut butter straight from the jar. Best of all, these little packets are relatively cheap and pack a whopping 182 calories/Oz. 210 California in a 1.15 ounces package, far and away the most calorie-dense, and therefore most efficient, energy or snack bar we have ever tested. There are a few downsides, most notably the fact that these packets have the potential to create a mess. A fair amount of the nut butter likes to stick inside the packaging without coming out, and depending on what you do when you are done with them, often makes a mess in our pockets. Like most gel packaging, once the top has been torn off, it is easy to drop or misplace and accidentally litter. The texture can also be a bit inconsistent due to the separation of oil and nuts inside the package, but is usually cured with a lot of pre-kneading. And while these little packets are perfectly sized for a quick energy boost while working out, they are a bit small for making an actual sandwich or filling a tortilla, so bring extra if that's your plan, or just stick to the traditional jar. We admit to preferring the almond butter, especially honey and maple flavors, because they are smoother and tastier than peanut butter, but also sometimes cost a little more. For a simple, efficient, and calorically dense energy boost, nothing beats Justin's nut butters. The next product in our list is Taos Bakes. Taste testers raved about how delicious and natural tasting the Taos Bakes bars are. These hefty bars come in a wide variety of flavors, including almond agave plus cinnamon, toasted coconut plus vanilla bean, and caramel pecan plus cranberries flavors. All have distinctly different textures, which greatly adds to the joy of eating them, as well as prolong our enjoyment before bar burnout sets in. These bars are the next generation of Taos Mountain bars, with slightly smaller packages and mild tweaks to the recipes. We love how the ingredients lists on these bars are short in length, but long in organic ingredients such as oats, almonds, and raisins. Indeed, one of the first things you will notice when biting into one is how real this bar tastes compared to the heavily processed imitators. Our testers had few complaints about these delicious treats, but one would be that they are sweet. Some people like sweet, but 12 grams of sugar is a fair amount. Others complained that they were too expensive, but we found deals on Amazon that make them pretty darn affordable for such a robust snack. While we love how hearty they are, they also take a fair bit of chewing, and therefore can't simply be wolfed down and chased with water mid-workout. They make a much better meal replacement snack. If you like bars made with natural ingredients that taste anything but run-of-the-mill, check out any of the varieties of Taos bakes. The next product in our list is That's It Fruit Bar. Sometimes it can feel like energy bars are just too complex, with ingredients lists a mile long, and still tasting artificial. The antidote is a That's It bar, which is made only of fruit. That's it. These simple bars have names such as 1 apple plus 12 strawberries, or 1 apple plus 1/4 pineapple, and the ingredient list matches the name, with literally nothing else added in. They taste a lot like a fruit leather, but are far softer, easier to chew, and not nearly as sticky in the teeth. These bars pack a quick hit of natural sugars that can liven up anyone's mood, and make a great choice for on-the-go athletes, or as a healthy addition to a packed lunch. Kids love them. While they are heavy on sugar, all of it comes naturally from the fruit, with no other artificial or added sweeteners. While we think natural sugars pose little health risk for most people, the fact remains that the energy in a That's It bar is quick-acting and fast-burning, meaning those prone to high and low mood swings, or simply trying to limit all sugar intake, might consider something a bit more balanced. There is only 100 calories per package, and 0 grams of slower-burning fats along with only 1 gram of protein, so this bar can't be substituted for a meal. Best to eat it in addition to a packed lunch, or use it mid-workout when your energy is starting to fade, and you need a quick pick-me-up, like you would an energy chew. You'd also better like apples, because every flavor choice includes some form of fruit combined with an apple. Our final minor complaint is that the fruit used is not organic, which is a shame considering this bar ticks every other box for quality of ingredients we like to see. Why not go the extra mile? For those looking for a simple, fast-acting workout snack without the artificial flavors, we highly recommend a That's It bar. The next product is Health Warrior Chia Bar. More is not always better. When it comes to energy bars, we often find ourselves struggling to polish off the last few bites of a bar, which can be a challenge if we are craving the energy it provides, but aren't thrilled with the taste or texture. That's what's so great about the Health Warrior Chia bars. They are so small that you can eat the entire thing in just a few bites, while still getting the boost of 100 calories of easily digestible energy. Because they are so small, they are also super portable. They can fit into the tiniest little pockets that no other bar or packet of chews can. The number of times we carried these little treats in a pocket of our running shorts, when we didn't want to lug around a larger bar, cannot be counted. Our blind testers also thought the crunch of the chia seeds was nice, and that they are easy to chew up and swallow quickly. The downside is simply the reverse side of the small coin. These bars are so small that you really can't expect them to fill you up, so they aren't really such a great snack from a hunger standpoint, only from an energy one. They also cost around the same as you would expect from a bar, but since they are so small, you may not feel like they are a great value. A final minor complaint is that they are made almost entirely of chia seeds, which just love to get stuck between your teeth, so maybe aren't the best snack for a first date out on the trails. If you need a slow-burning boost in energy on your outdoor adventures and don't want to lug around much larger and harder to eat bars, the Health Warrior Chia bars are a great bet. The next product is ProBar meal. Take one bite of a ProBar and you will likely have the immediate reaction that this is a bar that seems designed to be healthy. You will likely be overwhelmed with the mishmash of natural ingredients, one moment tasting a sunflower seed, while the next getting a distinct hint of peanuts or cashews. The texture is both crunchy and gooey at the same time, offering something that you can both bite into with authority, and that also dissolves in the mouth with little extra work. Check out the package and you will notice that it is made with organic ingredients that are all natural, vegan, and non-GMO, and you can feel good that you are treating yourself well. Take more than a couple of bites, and you will notice something else, that you are getting full. With 360 plus calories per bar, stamping the word meal on the package certainly isn't lying. The only reason you might not want to eat these all the time is that they include a lot of added sugar, 16 to 21 grams per bar, and the first ingredient on the list is brown rice syrup, sugar. Easily digestible sugars can be beneficial when you are seriously active, but eating these instead of a normal meal should be limited to those crusher days filled with adventures or training where sugar can and will be burned up quickly, and not made a habit of while sitting at a desk. If you like getting the best value out of your bars and want to finish one feeling full, the ProBar is one of the best and healthiest choices you can make. The next product in our list is GoodTo Snack Bar. The keto diet is the most popular and trendy diet right now, and involves eating foods with a proportion of nearly 70% fats, 25% protein, and 5% or less of carbs. The theory goes that if you eat roughly this proportion of foods, your body becomes far more efficient at burning fat, helping you lose weight, and also possibly having positive benefits for chronic diseases such as diabetes. It has not been proven to offer tangible performance benefits for healthy, fit athletes. When it comes to eating keto and also still wanting to be able to eat a bar that is not simply a stick of meat, we like the GoodTo Keto bars the best. They are made of almond flour combined with inulin fiber, and are tastily sweet thanks to the addition of erythritol, a sugar alcohol that your body doesn't absorb, so doesn't count against the carb total. The end result is a cake-like bar that dissolves easily in the mouth, offers good caloric density, and is far more palatable than the other keto-friendly bars that we compared it against. By no means do we think this bar is perfect, however, we simply found it more edible than others in our search for a tasty, meatless keto bar. If eating a stick of meat sounds right up your alley, check out either Epic or Tanker bars. We apologize for hiring a vegetarian head tester. It comes in a variety of different flavors such as cinnamon pecan, vanilla almond, and raspberry lemon, our favorite, but each of these flavors is very subdued and left us begging for more. We also aren't thrilled about the many artificial ingredients and derivatives, including inulin, a fiber extract that some people have a hard time digesting, and erythritol, a sugar alcohol added for sweetness. To top it off, these bars are pricey, among the most expensive in our test group, and certainly don't knock our socks off. There are many bars we find to be more enjoyable and satisfying to eat, but these, unfortunately, don't meet the keto-friendly designation. But if you are on a strict keto diet and still love the convenience of a quick-hitting energy bar, check out GoodTo.